Let's go watch it in 2D. No, let's go watch it in 3D. But if we watch it in 3D, then is it worth the cost?
开吃，收你们来了！今日到此除奸恶，尔等妖孽快受死！
Hello, this is Adolf, and I'm by myself today. And today I'm reviewing Nezha 2. As per usual, I'll talk about the 3D aspect first. Nezha 2 has a pretty great, well-executed 3D presentation. I really liked how they were able to separate different layers of 3D and just give you nice sense of depth throughout the movie. The movie is really beautiful, and it really takes advantage of the 3D format, with immersive environments and characters that stand out from the background. I actually really liked how the subtitles were placed at a different plane of 3D space, so that way it kind of felt like it was part of the movie. I watched this movie in native Mandarin and had English subtitles. The film has many slow-motion action scenes, and they look really stunning in 3D. There's definitely some pop-outs here and there, mostly toward the end, and they kind of add to the fun, with like arrows flying out to the screen, but doesn't really feel too gimmicky. That being said, I still feel like it could have been stronger. Like, the depth was nice, the separation is nice, the different layers of 3D is nice, but I still feel like it was held down, like it was restrained, like the filmmakers could have done more, but they were told, don't go that far, don't go that deep, don't pop out that much, because it just felt like it was enjoyable, well executed, but could have been more. Maybe it was my theater. I don't know. I had very limited options to see this movie. So I basically had one theater chain and like a couple different screening times. So maybe if you watch in IMAX 3D or Dolby Cinema or whatever, it might be better. But my theater experience looked really good, really great. But maybe it's just not as good as it could have been. I don't know. One small disappointment that the credits and the mid-credits actually were presented in 2D only. So that transition from being a fully 3D movie to 2D only was kind of jarring. And when I actually had those scenes, I was actually missing the 3D. So there's a nice depth and some nice pop-outs, and they used the layering in a nice way, and enjoyed it overall. It just falls short of perfection, and I feel like it could be and should be better. At the end of the day, I feel like Nezha 2 I give it a score of an 8 out of 10 for the 3D. Now on to the movie itself. Nezha 2 came out of nowhere for me. I legitimately did not know this movie existed last week. I didn't even see a trailer before it came out. It came out. Oh, it's a huge hit. Oh, wow. I gotta find, tickets to go see this, review it. And it's kind of really interesting to watch this movie. It's might be the first time in a long time I saw a movie in theaters, and I had full subtitles. And I was happy to the movie actually have a little recap of the original movie when it started. It's pretty straight and to the point, so it won't give you all of the details of the first movie, but enough. I mean, it's been, I think, 6 years and change, give or take, since the original came out, so it's understandable they have a recap. But I would still recommend you watching the original before you watch this. You definitely will gain a lot more than if you watch this one by itself. Could you watch this one by itself? Yeah, I think so. But you definitely would enjoy it more if you watched the original first. Now, the story revolves around some evil dragons threatening the town, and Nezha needs to stop them. But he currently isn't strong enough, and he needs to train and meet new people and gain new power to be able to face the threat. Pretty standard fare for, kind of anime tropes and such. And the first half, I kind of felt it was a little bit slow, a little bit repetitive, redundant, and the training sequences and the character interactions didn't really add that much to the story. I was kind of surprised. I was kind of like, okay, I don't hate this, I like this, but I kind of wanted more. It was interesting to note the person that I was sitting next to, complete stranger, she fell asleep during the first half. And she eventually woke back up But I was like, you know what? I kind of understand it. It's comfortable. And it's not that engaging. Now, one thing that I did find very informative and fun and enjoyable was the comedy. It's really gross and immature, but it actually really works. And I was kind of like, okay, I'm enjoying this, but not loving it. And then about halfway through, something happens. I'm not going to say what because I don't want to spoil anything, but it was pretty unexpected. And it shifts the tone of the movie completely. And after the first half, it just becomes a much more engaging and much more emotional movie that it really resonated with me. I'm going to completely admit, I don't understand fully the cultural and magical elements of this movie. I'm an American. I didn't grow up with this story. I know Nezha's been like a folklore story for hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, for Chinese. But I don't know. So it's kind of a little bit, okay, I guess that's how magic works in this universe. I don't really understand what's to do with this lotus thing. I don't really get it, but I was fine. One thing that I was able to really enjoy, even though I do not understand what they're saying, because I do not speak Mandarin, the voice performances are masterful, and they really were great at conveying raw emotion and just having gravitas. You could tell that they put their all into it. I don't know what they said, but you could tell that they put their all into it. There's a lot of anime tropes, but it executes them in a way that is really well done, and it feels like they earned the use of these tropes instead of being, I've seen this kind of 1,000 times cliche. It is, but it's also its own thing as well. The biggest issue I had with this movie was the sheer number of characters, which I feel like most of them were underdeveloped, and most of them were just there to be defeated by Nezha. So it's just, okay. First half was really good, really enjoyable. Just a lot of characters to kind of juggle, and not all of them are well done. So, but the second half really got me. It really resonated, and I cried on 2 separate occasions. And both times, it was earned. It was not because it was something that was playing with my emotions. It felt like this really earned my emotion and really connected with me. And I was not expecting to cry when I walked into this theater. I was expected to have a good time. And I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. It's actually way better than I originally thought. One thing that is really fantastic is the visual design. Visually, this is a whole nother level. Animation is breathtaking, it's fluid, high energy action, and the choreography is just beautiful. It's truly cinematic. This movie is simply too epic to be fully appreciated at home. You gotta see this in the cinema, in a big screen. The use of color and lighting and movement, and it's beautiful. This is one gorgeous ass movie. The art is rich, and it just looks so detailed and beautiful. The final act, it was just jaw-dropping in its scope. It's just a gorgeous animated movie, and it's going to amaze you how beautiful and superb the visuals are. This is some excellent animation. In the end, Nezha 2 far exceeded my expectations. It ended in a really satisfying manner, and the second half is fantastic. The first half was very enjoyable, but it really stepped it up, and the twist that happened really it really pushed it to a new level. So I really enjoyed this, and I just found it a lot of fun and funny and well done. And these characters have heart. It's not just action. So I really enjoyed this, and I really feel like it really exceeded my expectations, and is probably the best movie of 2025. I know we're only in February, but still. If you do see it, I definitely recommend staying around for mid-credits scene. No post-credits scene. I stayed there all the way until the end. The mid-credits scene is both important to the story and laugh-out-loud funny. Totally hilarious. Simply put, Nezha 2 is well worth a watch. And I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I felt like the first half was very enjoyable, but the second half pushed it and really made a much more immersive, emotional movie. And it really worked. That's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching or listening. Bye. Before this podcast wraps up, I want to thank my super VIP patrons. Thank you, Alex Folk, Gravity Head Zero, and MK Ultra. So I got one quick thing to talk about. We have a merch store. Woohoo! We got t-shirts, we got tote bags, we got magnets, we got stickers, we got a little bit of everything. Woohoo! At this merch store, 3dor2d.com/store, you'll find many original designs and affordable prices. That website again is 3dor2d.com/store. Woohoo! You can find 3D or 2D on Facebook, X, Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube, and more. Just look for 3D or 2D. Thank you for either watching or listening to this podcast. Bye!
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.